Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic that many of you have asked about: the signs of being undervalued in a relationship. Look, we all deserve to be with someone who cherishes us, respects us, and makes us feel like we're top priority. But sometimes the signs that you're being taken for granted can be subtle, leaving you feeling confused and unsure. Now, I'm not here to sugarcoat things. We're going to lay it all out on the table today. We're going to talk about 10 specific behaviors that can indicate that a woman in your life, whether it's your girlfriend, wife, or partner, just doesn't value you the way you deserve. Remember, recognizing these red flags is the first step to taking control of your love life and finding the happiness you deserve. So, let's get real, let's get honest, and let's dive in. Now, a little constructive criticism never hurt anyone, right? But if you're constantly being criticized, if every little thing you do is wrong in her eyes, that's a major red flag. It's like she's got a magnifying glass, always looking for your flaws instead of appreciating the good in you. This constant negativity, it eats away at your self-esteem. It makes you question your worth, and frankly, it's just plain disrespectful. A woman who values you, who truly cares about you, she's going to uplift you, not tear you down. Think about it. How does her criticism make you feel? Do you feel loved, appreciated, or do you feel small, insignificant, like you can't do anything right? If it's the latter, then you need to ask yourself, why are you putting up with it? Remember, you deserve to be with someone who sees the best in you, not someone who's constantly trying to change you. Listen, relationships require effort. They require making time for each other, nurturing that connection. And when a woman consistently doesn't make time for you, when you're always the one bending over backwards, it's a clear sign that you're not a priority in her life. Maybe she's always too busy, always has something else going on. Maybe she cancels plans at the last minute or forgets important dates. Whatever her excuse is, the message is the same. You're not important enough to make time for. Now, I understand that life gets busy. We all have obligations. But when you care about someone, you make an effort. You move things around. You make time. And if she's not willing to do that for you, then you need to ask yourself, is this relationship really serving you? Look, a little harmless flirting here and there, it might not seem like a big deal, but when a woman is openly flirting with other people in front of you, that's a whole different ball game. That's disrespect, plain and simple. It's one thing to acknowledge that other people are attractive, but it's another thing entirely to be blatantly flirtatious, to make you feel uncomfortable and disrespected. It's like she's trying to make you jealous, to prove a point, and that's just not okay. A woman who truly values you, who respects you and the relationship, she's not going to do anything to jeopardize that. She's going to be mindful of your feelings and make you feel secure, not insecure. So if she's constantly flirting with other guys right in front of you, it's time to have a serious conversation about respect and boundaries. We all crave appreciation, to feel seen and valued for the things we do, especially in our relationships. But if you're constantly going above and beyond for her, and your efforts are met with indifference or criticism, that's a major red flag. Maybe you cook her dinner, you buy her thoughtful gifts, you support her dreams, but she never acknowledges your efforts, never expresses gratitude. It's like she expects you to do these things like it's your duty, not an act of love. This lack of appreciation, it can be incredibly disheartening. It makes you feel like you're taken for granted, like your efforts don't matter, and let me tell you, that's not a good feeling. You deserve to be with someone who appreciates you, who acknowledges your efforts and makes you feel valued. Don't settle for anything less. Communication, folks, it's the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. But when a woman avoids important conversations, when she shuts down or walks away when things get tough, that's a big problem. Maybe you try to talk about your needs, your concerns, or the future of the relationship, but she avoids these conversations like the plague. She changes the subject, gets defensive, or simply refuses to engage. This unwillingness to communicate, it creates a wall between you, preventing you from truly connecting and resolving issues. It can leave you feeling unheard, unimportant, and frustrated. Look, relationships require vulnerability. They require talking about the tough stuff. And if she's not willing to do that, then how can you possibly build a strong, healthy relationship? Trust, my friends, is the foundation of any strong relationship, and when that trust is broken, it can be incredibly difficult to rebuild. If a woman is constantly keeping secrets from you, big or small, it's a sign that something's not right. Maybe she's hiding her phone, deleting text messages, or lying about her whereabouts, whatever the secret. This lack of transparency creates a breeding ground for suspicion, doubt, and resentment. Now, everyone deserves their privacy. But when you're in a committed relationship, there should be a certain level of openness and honesty. Keeping secrets, it erodes that trust and creates a distance between you. If you can't trust your partner, who can you trust? In a healthy relationship, you should be each other's biggest cheerleaders, supporting each other's dreams and aspirations. But if she's constantly dismissive or negative about your goals, that's a sign that she doesn't truly value your happiness. Maybe you're excited about a new job opportunity, a passion project, or a personal goal, but she meets your enthusiasm with skepticism, doubt, or even ridicule. Instead of encouraging you, she throws cold water on your dreams. Now, constructive criticism is one thing, but constant negativity and lack of support can be incredibly damaging. It can make you feel small, insignificant, and like your dreams don't matter. You deserve to be with someone who believes in you, who supports your ambitions and celebrates your successes. Let's be clear, playing the blame game is a toxic behavior, and if she's constantly making you feel guilty for her mistakes, for her own unhappiness, that's a major red flag. It's a form of manipulation, plain and simple. Maybe she blames you for her bad mood, her career frustrations, or her problems with friends. She might say things like, "If you were more supportive, I wouldn't be so stressed." Or, "This is all your fault." This kind of guilt-tripping, it's a way of avoiding responsibility for her own actions and emotions. It's unfair, it's unhealthy, and it's a sign of a deeper issue in the relationship. Boundaries, folks, they're not about being difficult or controlling. They're about protecting your emotional well-being and maintaining a healthy sense of self. And when a woman constantly disrespects your boundaries, it's a sign that she doesn't truly respect you. Maybe you've set boundaries around your time, your space, or your emotional energy, but she ignores them, pushes back, or makes you feel bad for having them in the first place. She might pressure you to do things you're not comfortable with, overstep your personal space, or disregard your need for alone time. This disregard for your boundaries, it's disrespectful, it's invalidating, and it's a sign that she doesn't value your needs. Remember, you have the right to set boundaries in any relationship. And if she can't respect those boundaries, then she doesn't deserve to be in your life. Being taken for granted, it's a subtle but insidious form of disrespect. It happens gradually, slowly, chipping away at your self-worth and the foundation of the relationship. When a woman takes you for granted, she assumes you'll always be there no matter what. She stops appreciating your presence, your efforts, your very being. You become part of the furniture, something familiar and comfortable, but not truly valued. She might forget special occasions, stop making an effort in the relationship, or treat you with indifference. The spark, the excitement, the gratitude, it all fades away. Now, it's important to remember that we all make mistakes. We all have our off days. But when this behavior becomes a pattern, when you feel invisible and unappreciated, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate the relationship. If you recognize any of these behaviors in your relationship, it might be time to reevaluate your situation. Remember, you deserve to be valued and respected. Don't settle for a relationship where you're constantly second-guessing yourself, feeling unappreciated, or walking on eggshells. You deserve a love that lifts you up, that celebrates your strengths, and that makes you feel like the amazing man you are. Don't be afraid to walk away from a situation that's no longer serving you. Remember, you teach people how to treat you, so know your worth, demand respect, and never settle for less than you deserve.